Hello, students. My name is Joshua Ajitomobi. I'm your project supervisor. It's my pleasure to welcome you to your project analysis workshop. We shall be using combination of two main software using Excel and R, and we'll be using AI tools too. The starting point of this analysis is to clean your data, and we shall start the cleaning by renaming the columns. So to rename the columns, you just need to click the header and replace it. I recommend using short, consistent lowercase names without spaces, because spaces, brackets, and special characters can make analysis less convenient. One thing you can quickly do is you can upload your data to AI to assist you in renaming without spaces, using short and consistent names instead of doing it manually. Um, I checked through your data and I discovered that for some of you, particularly under land, you use different units under the same column. For land, for instance, some of you have mixture of plots and acre. So it will be good for us to convert everything to acre. We will all assume this modern plot size, 50 by 100 feet. So in which case a plot is equal to 0.1148 acre. So if you have two plots, you multiply that by 2, and so on and so forth. Then we'll check for data inconsistencies. For instance, some of you have data for various other columns, but some are nil, in which case it shouldn't be. So we look at all those kind of things and see maybe some things that we can quickly do. We have three main objectives. The first is to describe the socioeconomic characteristics of the farmers. So, and to achieve that, we'll be using frequency distribution as well as descriptive statistics. Then after that, we're performing constant return analysis. So in which case we are going to calculate the total variable cost, the total revenue, the difference between the total revenue and total variable cost, which is the gross margin. Then we have our total fixed costs. Then we calculate our net revenue as subtracting total variable cost and total fixed cost from the total revenue. Then, as a measure of the profitability, we'll be relying on the gross margin, the net revenue, the gross margin ratio, which is the ratio of the gross margin to total revenue, then the benefit cost ratio, which is the ratio of the total revenue to total cost. Then the last analysis will be to analyze the determinant of the profitability. So our net revenue will be our dependent variable. Then we have cost of the inputs as well as socioeconomic variables as our independent variables. So this is exactly what we are going to do. So let's move straight away to the practical side. This is a typical example of data sets. Ensure that you have them in, the headings like serial number, SN. Everything should be in small letter. You can see or your local government area, village, age, gender, education, household size. Ensure there is no space. For instance, marital status, instead of allowing for allowing for space, I think the best thing is to maybe join marital status with underscore. So a farmer type, just farmer underscore type, and so on and so forth. So use short, consistent name, then without space. That is, can see that's what I've done here. And so on. So I did that for all the variables. All right. So now let's for your local government, village, age, gender, education, household size, marital status, farmer type, society, land owned, land use, birth stock, mortality. Now, if you look at this average weight, for instance, you can see you have it kg, some kg in lowercase, some uppercase, and so on. What you're supposed to have written here, for instance, is just 1.62. You're supposed not to have added the kg or thereabout. So this is a typical example. So we are going to, it's better to highlight it, then filter it. I'm sorry, sort it. Sort from A to Z. So sort, good. So this will be 1.5, 1.5. This will be 1.6, that's what I'm saying. Because the reason is all of them are in kilograms. Anyone that is not in kilograms, ensure that you convert to kilograms. So it's 1.6. So since it's 1.6 up to 3, just autofill. So you can autofill. Beautiful. So this is 1, 2, 2.5, 2.2. Now, others are actually 2.2. So let's see where 2.2 ends. So just typical example of what I'm trying to do. So this is 2.3, 2.4. Yeah, good. So for 2.4, okay, now this 2.45, 2.45, 2.4. Oh, sorry, it's 2.4, not comma. So that's cover it up to 3. That's fine. So you have 2.5, plenty. So that's fine. So you have 2.5. So let's autofill everything. So autofill. STR fits. So good. So you have 2. So again, ensure you autofill. You have 2. Yeah, good. 2. So you have 3.4, 3.5, 3, 3. So let's move up. Okay, you have 3 for many rows. So just down to where 3 stop. So you have 4. So okay, I think that's 4. That's fine. So you see this selling price, for instance. We look at the selling price. That's okay. Total income, labor source, labor distribution in terms of hours. Again, if everything is hours, 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 you're supposed to just have 6, 10, and sort of thing. So again, you need to rework this actually. So labor distribution. So this is labor in man hours, a number of hours. Maybe this should be number of hours per day. But what of the number of days? Because it's supposed to be man days. All right. So financing sources, that's fine. Feed, vaccine costs, housing, material costs, water energy costs, transport costs, other input costs. Then non-farm income, poultry income from the poultry, that's very, very vital. Constraint, these are various constraints here and there. These are various constraints. It's another cost items. Then you have loan, whether the person obtain loan or not, interest rates, annual feed costs, so and so on and so forth. So yeah, project lifespan is very important for calculating the depreciation. It's very, very vital. So again, let's quickly that's sort from A to Z. So sort. So this is 10. So just put 10 there. This 10. Yeah, so many of them are 10, that's fine. So you have 11. So just 2, that's fine. You have 12. So 12 years. So this is 12. So you have to ensure that all these corrections are done. This 13. This is 14. And this is 15. Okay, so again. So this is 15. So this is 30. So this is 5. This is 6. All right, so I think we have many 6 also. So it's 6. Good. So you have 7. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, sorry. So this is 7. Then you have 8. This appears as percentage, so you have to change it here to general. So this 8. Excuse me. All right, so autofill. Yeah, good. Then you have 9. Yeah. So 9. Yeah, good. Yeah, fine. So, all right. So this is fine. And this is okay. Yeah. So after you have done all this, going back to what I said we'll do. So again, you still have to check for some data inconsistency. So let's go back to the data set again. Let's see. Though I've corrected some. So for instance, let's check age, sort, smallest to sort. So you can check and see the maximum age. This fine. Just take for instance, if maximum age is going to like something like 200, definitely it will have been a mistake somewhere. So just ensure you check your data for all these error, because we have plenty of things. So now let's go to the first objective, and that is describing socio-economic characteristics. And in doing that, what you need to do is, for frequency distribution, it's good to extract relevant variables and take it to another workbook, for instance. I think that should be the appropriate thing to do. So I click on village. So I need village, I need age, I need gender, I need education. I need this household is actually household size. So let's copy this, copy, and let's take it to another workbook. So new workbook. So let's paste it here. So let's go back to the data set. So we need marital status. Just check those ones that are relevant to you. Farmer type, society, family experience, tenor. Yeah, I think, yeah. So let's copy. So all right, so paste. So paste. Okay, let's say this is just what we have. So you need to highlight everything. Good. So after highlighting everything, then you will say insert. You use pivot chart. Pivot chart. So okay. So we have all the variables now ready for what we want to do. So for village, the villages are just they are quantitative data. So they are qualitative data. So just pick the village here, take it to this axis. You can see we have the list of all the villages there. Then we'll pick it again. Let's go up. I need the villages. So pick it again to where we have values. You can see. So this is the frequency for various ones. But we will need the percentage. So again, copy it. Fine. Again, copy it the third time. Fine. So now, what do we now do? This is count. Repeating the frequencies 3 times. So the second one, you right click here and you say show value as percentage of grand total. You can see it has converted it to percentage. Then the last one, which is cumulative percentage. So you say show value as percent running total. You say okay. Beautiful. So all what you just need to do now is to relabel the thing. So this is village. This is frequency. This is percentage. And this is cumulative. Cumulative percentage. Yeah. So the moment you have done this, you can just copy this to your Microsoft Word. That's fine. So copy to Microsoft Word. So that's okay. So copy to Microsoft Word. So paste. Yeah. So this is very okay. So this is just what we need. So now let's go back to the data set. Let's go back to our data set. The moment you have done that, you can actually delete. So if you don't want to delete it, you can just click here and take back the village. Take back what you have here. Take back everything. Take everything back. Take everything back. Good. So you have returned everything to where it's supposed to be. So now that one is very simple because it's actually qualitative data. So in case we are dealing with quantitative data like age, we have to first turn it to group data. If you look at age, we are going to have too many rows, but you have to maybe convert it to group, maybe 21 to 30, 31 to 40, and so on and so forth, depending on the range. So again, let's try and do that. So we have age, bring it to axis. You can see too many of them. So to start from 25, to go down, it's going to be on. I think the last one should be around 60 something. So again, what we had before, so age, and age. So good. So, in this case, our first problem, what we need is the count for everything because we are actually dealing with frequency distribution. So you say summarize value by count. Ensure that all of them are count. So summarize value by count. That's what we'll do here. Summarize value by count. Good. So I'll summarize the value by count here. So here, you click on this 25. If it's not coming up, just yeah. So or any of them, just then you have group. If you look at this group, it just starts. It's starting from 25 and it ends with 62. So um, let's let's say start from 20 and say end with 70, and let's use interval of 10. So if you have done this, just click OK. Beautiful. So now again, like what we have before, change this to percentage. So show value as percentage of grand total. Then this one, show value as percent running total. Okay, that's all. Then again, this cannot be village again now. We are dealing with age. So this is age. So this is, or say age group. Anyway, age, so it's all right. So this is frequency, and this is percentage, and this is cumulative percentage. Yeah, beautiful. So again, you copy this and take it to Microsoft Word. So this is exactly what you're going to do for all the variables trying to obtain the frequency distribution. I hope it's very, very clear. So you try to do that in a very neat way. And yeah, I hope that's fine. That's fine. Um, Now there is one more thing you just have to do. You have to have a good report. Just report. Sometimes you don't need to report everything. You report the mode. Which category has the highest frequency? Which one has the lowest, and so on. So you try to explain all those ones. And after explaining, um, in terms of language issue, you may actually copy what you have written and take it to AI in order to help you fine tune the language issue, which is okay. So that takes us to the next objective, which is still part of first objective, which is descriptive statistics. So for the descriptive statistics, for instance, um, what we need to do, we have to go to R now. So let me open R. So open R. All right. So open R. So if you come to R, um, you click on File, New File, R scripts. That's where we're going to type our command. We need to import our data set. So the starting point, so hash import data set. So to import your data set, come to environment here. Then you will see import data set. If it's not there, just click on environment. We're going to see import data set. So click on import data set. On it's Excel. Translate from Excel. So browse. I think the data is I have it on my desktop. So let's search for it. I think I call it. Sorry, let me quickly look for the data set. I know it should be on my desktop. Uh, rename poultry data. That's what I call it. So good. So you say open. Okay. Okay, the file is in use, so I need to first close it. So I need to close it here. Close. So I don't need to save for this. Okay, let's save it. It's all right. So I made some corrections. Yeah, beautiful. So let's go back to R. So say open. Yeah. So you can see this name is too long for me. So I need to use a very short name. So, so I'm working on poultry, for instance, just put poultry. If you are working on maize, type maize. If you are working on cowpea, type cowpea. It's easier that way. But you see, it's not reflecting here. So you click anywhere. Okay. So it will retrieve it. So I hope this is now retrieved. So you click on import. Yeah, good. So this is the data set here. So the moment you have the data set, you go back to your unnamed. So what we need to do now is descriptive statistics, descriptive stats. So for our descriptive statistics, we are using a package called Smart EDA. Can say. But if you don't have it, because if you don't have it, say there's no, it's going to tell you there's no package called Smart EDA. If you don't have it, just click on Tools, Install Packages, then you install it. But to install, you have to connect to internet. I think that is very clear. So, all right, so let us run this. That's fine. Okay, so for my descriptive statistics, very straightforward. Let's call it certain name. So I'm working on poultry, for instance. I will say poultry underscore stat, but that's statistics for me, equals is expnu, that is exp norm stat. That is it. Exp norm stat. So then move this here. Then your data set. My data is poultry. You pick it here, comma. Then ranch. That is number of decimal places. Let us use 2. So you have this, run this. So you already have it now. Then take it to Microsoft Excel in CSV format. So you say write dot CSV. That's the fastest way to do it. Then poultry start, but that's the one you have now, comma. Then in quotes, that is the name. You want it to be a poultry underscore start dot CSV. So the moment you have this, then search where you have it, because it should be somewhere in your document. So to save time, just say poultry underscore start. You can see it's coming after. So just check it. So now that you have it this way, you can see it has a lot of information. I don't need this serial whatever here. So I delete this. I need the variable name. I don't need this group. I delete. the total number of observation I need it. So I need a number of negative. I don't need all these things, sorry. Just even up to some, I don't need them. So just delete. Good. So if this is just what I need, then you just copy this and take it to Microsoft Word. Well, it's super clear. So now the frequency distribution of various qualitative variables, the descriptive statistics of quantitative variables, those are the two things you need to achieve the first objective, which is describing the socio-economic characteristics. I hope that is very clear. Yeah, so now we move to the next objective, which has to do with cost and return. So let's move to that one. So cost and return analysis. Cost and return analysis. Um, as so now you type names. So because we want to actually know the names of the variables. Poultry. All right. So wrong. So this we have 64 variables. So there are so plenty things. So now we have quite a lot of them. So what I need to calculate, I need to calculate my total variable cost. So I say TVC equals poultry dollar. So you're going to give me the list of all the variables. So I check for items relating to variable cost. So let's look at them. So we have um, transport costs, then plus poultry dollar. So you can have, so this is the way to do it to save time. So I think we have quite a lot of them somewhere. So we have water energy costs. We have plus, you can bring it down to see what you are typing actually. Plus poultry dollar. So you can have it. Let's add one, but ensure that you cover everything. Let's say vaccine, medicine costs. So ensure that all of them are covered. That's very important. So plus, 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 plus. But let's say this is just the three that constitute our variable cost. So we just run it. Oh, oh, sorry. We have to put poultry here so that it's going to be in that data. Yeah, poultry.tvc. So let's run it again. That is going to be in the poultry. Yeah, good. So this, the TVC, we need the total revenue. Total revenue. Our total revenue actually is income from the enterprise. Um, some of you have it as income. I think almost everybody. So since you have calculated it, it's very simple. So what you need to do is poultry. Okay, sorry, you have to put poultry dollar TR equals poultry dollar. So let's check where we have income. I think I saw income somewhere. So let's say, okay, total income. I hope this total income is from poultry. Let's say, because the one we need is income from poultry. Okay, this income from poultry. That's what we need. Another poultry income. All right, so you run it. So we need fees cost. So poultry dollar TFC total fees cost equals. So you have to understand what constitutes your fees cost. So that's poultry. Let me see, poultry dollar. So let's look at some things that constitute it. I know rent. If you have rent on land, yeah. So let's look at it. Um, yeah, for your equipment costs, that is um equipment costs. Yeah. Uh, so open bracket here because you have to divide it by the lifespan. So divided by poultry dollar. So check for lifespan. So that is what constitutes the fixed cost in respect of equipment. Fixed cost, fixed costs. Sorry, we are looking for lifespan. Yeah, project lifespan. Yes, that's fine. Project lifespan. Yeah, close it. Then plus. So you have to. That's poultry dollar. Let's check what constitutes fixed cost again. So let's say land. So let's, feed will be part of feed cost will be part of the total variable cost. Just ensure that you understand all those elements. They are very, very important so that you are not missing anyone out. So, uh, so this no, it can be there. So I can't find rent because rent on land supposed to be rent on land supposed to be uh, element of fixed cost. So fixed cost. So we have. So let's add housing costs. Housing costs again. If you are dealing with housing costs, you have to divide by lifespan. Divided by poultry dollar lifespan. Lifespan dollar lifespan. All right, but just lifespan. Good. We'll close it. So let's say that's all we have. Check very well so that you do not miss out on element of fixed cost. Good. So we have the TVC, the total revenue, the total fixed cost. So most thing we are going to do now center around this. So we are going to calculate our gross margin. So we have poultry dollar GM, which is our gross margin, equals, that will be poultry dollar TR divided by, no, sorry, minus poultry dollar TVC. Good. Then our net revenue, poultry dollar NR dollar NR equals poultry dollar TR minus poultry dollar TC. No, TVC minus poultry dollar TFC. Good. Yeah. So again, if you look at what we have here, we still have other things to do. So let's quickly look at it. So we need to calculate gross margin ratio, which is our gross margin divided by total revenue. So GMR. So let's quickly do that. GMR. So let's come back here. So we have poultry dollar GMR equals poultry dollar GM divided by poultry dollar TR. Then the last one, poultry dollar BCR equals poultry dollar TR divided by poultry dollar TC. Dollar. Oh, okay. Divided by this, I think should be divided by TVC dollar TVC plus plus poultry dollar TFC. Good. So, so now you have almost all what we need. So just run everything. So let's run everything from here to the end. Good. So good. So now all what you need now is right dot CSV. Well, this is cost and return. So let's say CR data. Sorry, our poultry. Everything is now in our poultry. Poultry. Check, ensure you don't have a spelling problem. Comma. Don't forget we already have poultry, so it should be poultry. Let's say 2 dot CSV. So run. Good. So what you need to do now, um, check for poultry 2. So this is it. Just click on it. Look at that. So go and select all what we have calculated. Yeah. So you can see them here. So these are various things we need. TVCT. You can just extract them. You leave them. There's no problem about that. So, but we need to now describe them. So let's come back here. Uh, come back here. So we have the descriptive statistics of them using Smart EDA. So that's the last aspect. So you will have. So what you need to do. So you have. Let's say CR stats. That is the statistics for cost and return equals exp norm. So this norm stats. It's good. Let us extract it before we do it, because it's going to do everything, including what we've done in the past. So go to your 2 and all this, delete everything apart from those TVC, whatever. So delete. So sorry, delete. Yeah, good. You can rename it. So we have so save as. Let's keep it as Poultry 2. So let's save it on our desktop so that we can easily retrieve it. Yeah, save. Okay, so cl close it. So let's come back to our. Please see what I want to do because this is very, very important. So come here, click on file. Um, no, it's on our desktop. So just click on import data set. So we have to import it again. Now it's CSV, so you open it with reader. So open, yeah. So it's on their desktop. It's Poultry 2. Good. So open. Good. So import. Beautiful. So now you can come back here and say CR start equals EXP start. Don't forget Poultry 2. Yeah, so you can round it. So round equals 2. That's fine. That's fine. So round. That's fine. Yeah. So that is the big summary. So you can say write the CSV CRS that comma CRS start dot CSV. That's fine. Yeah, that's good. So let's run this. Good. So check for CRS start. So open it. Yeah, so this is what we need. So delete what we don't need. So I don't need this, for instance. Delete. So I don't need all this. I tell you, so I don't need all this. So delete. So this what I need. Is what I will need to explain in respect of what we have done. I hope it's very clear. That's okay. Um, then the last thing we need to do is determinant of profitability. So determinants of profitability. Our profitability is our, pro, our profit is the net revenue. So we want to look at what drives the net revenue. So what should we have to do? Very straightforward now. Just run the regression. So we have just a summary, pick it, LM again. So our we have NR as a function of, look at it, just something like approximation, as a function of, then bring all those costs. Um, so let's go back to the names. And we have the list of all the names sometimes so that we can know what we are talking about. So let's say annual underscore feed costs plus, let's pick another. Ensure the spelling is the same because any spelling problem will cause trouble. And annual underscore vaccine underscore costs plus. So you can have as many as possible. So let's say then you can add after you have added some of the costs, she cost us. There are so many things there. So after you have added them, so you can add age plus um, gender as well. So you can add as many as possible. So after that, you now say data. So our data is poultry. Data equals to poultry. So if you have done it, just run it. Good. So this is what you will now explain. This is your regression analysis because this are the relationship. So I think apply your knowledge of econometrics in order to interpret. So for instance, now if you look at age, when anytime you see E plus 0.3, it means multiply by 10 raised to power 3. So this is like minus 270. This that's 1,000. So this like 2,701. Minus, don't forget. So this is showing you that increase in age by 1 year, because I think age is measured in year. We increase your profit by 2,701 naira. That's very straightforward. So and so on and so forth. This is a basic way to explain. But must I explain that? No, I don't have to, because you have to check whether you have the star here. Those one with stars are those one that are significant, and those are the one that you have to explain. Like this one now, this multiplied by 10, so this is 16.90. So and you have one star L that is significant at 5%. So in this case, what we are saying is that an increase in annual vaccine cost by 1 unit actually will increase my profit. So try to explain some of these things and reason why, and compare your result with what others have found out, since you have done a very good literature review. So thank you. These are the three main objectives that uh, we are to address. So please take your time, just like I've put you through in the class. Use this video also to be a good guide. So thank you very much. And if you have any problem, please post it on the platform so that others can gain from what you are trying to say. Thank you.